All right, y'all. Oh, it's your mom. Okay. You're very welcome. Well, greetings, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Happy Ghetto Fairy Friday to all my fairies. How y'all doing? Thank you for the tips, sis. I appreciate that. All right. So, greetings, fairies. All right. So, we in here. We in the building tonight. So, this is not just going to be a vibe. Okay. So, we're going to do the Ghetto Fairies reads first. So, like one question pulls. Or one topic pulls. So, if I called your name, because I do see the five fairies, but I gotta make sure everybody's on here. So I do see Deandra, I see Mahogany, I see Brianna. Um, so everybody just leave your question. I do see Brianna left her question. Deandra left her question. I did have Ashley as one of the ladies on the list. So I need you guys to leave your question to get your reading. Okay. So I'm going to start with Deandra because I see her question first. So we'll do the first five fairy one card pool read, and then we'll get into the collective reading. All right. And then we'll get into the rituals. So if you guys are just joining in, connecting with us, greetings and welcome. So we're also going to tap into a spell or a shield for a little spiritual sleigh, okay? All wrapped in one. So if you are a creator, a content creator, or a mystic, or just someone that is a spiritual person, just you don't even got to be a content creator. If you want to protect yourself from the wrong gazes, the evil eye, this live is going to be your sacred space tonight, okay? So if you've ever dealt with any jealousy, you've dealt with, energy drainers, copycats, spiritual attacks, monitoring spirits, cyber bullies, or spiritual freeloaders, people just taking from your energy. Tonight, we're going to flip the script on them, okay? We're also going to reclaim our power of being seen without being siphoned, without our energy being zapped, without spiritual attacks, Um, so, you don't have to dim your light, to stay safe. Like, yes, take safe, precautions online. Of course, you don't want to be posting everything that you're doing and where you at, what you got going on. Like, obviously not. Um, but, you don't have to shrink yourself to survive. You can be visible in a safe energy. So your anointing, we're going to tap into that, why it's uncopyable, why you can't copy it, why you can't, you can't limit it, you can't cap it. Hey Desiree, how are you? All right, I see you guys' questions. Yeah, hit me up, sis. Um, so yeah, your aura is your sacred technology. So we're gonna go into that. So, get cozy, if you want to light a candle, invite your divine team in, just lay back, get the vibe, sip your favorite drink, grab you a little snack or something. And then if you want to pull out some notes or a journal, most definitely do that, because we're going to dive in to this collective read. So this collective read is going to be about, like, why your light pulls in the attention that it does and how to protect it. And then we'll go into your own personal, maybe protection totem or sigil for digital spaces. So your personal emoji is your shield, whether that's within your captions, your content. So I'm going to show you how to do like your own digital spell in digital spaces on social media and things like that. Just to, end the live off, we'll do that ritual to shield your aura and stuff like that. Set your energetic boundaries online. So I'm gonna like show you how to use emojis as a modern day sigil, if you will. We're gonna do that because every emoji, like, I'll go into. I don't want to get too deep into that, but if you're doing it with intention, like, it's all about intention. So I'm gonna explain how to protect, reclaim, and divinely flex your energy in a safe space. All right. Go ahead and hit that like, y'all. Share it with your peoples. If you're new here and you resonate with the vibes here, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell just to stay connected. Yeah, because we're gonna get into it tonight. So let's get started with the fairy reads. I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, stick around, sis. Everyone is welcome here as long as it's a safe, positive energy. Everyone's welcome here. Okay. All right. So I have everybody's questions. Let's start with Deandra. Yours is a general 1-question pool. We're gonna use the mermaid cards tonight. Tapping in. Divine Spirit asks for permission to tap into Deandra's energy, her divine team, her angels, her ancestors, and guides that assist her. We call for divine covering and protection on all corners, all realms, all spaces and time. What is the message that you have? What is the message that Deandra needs to hear at this time? Divine Source, God, her divine team. What is the message? What is the guidance? Okay, you got the moon with the 7 of Cups at the top and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So I feel like you are in tune with your intuition right now, though you might kind of question what you're getting, what you're seeing. Your dreams could be quite vivid, quite telling, maybe even prophetic dreams at this time, or like spirit showing you things like before it happens, in a sense of maybe to give you a heads up. This energy feels, hey sis, not you tuning in for work. Well, I'm glad you're here. But yeah, I feel like maybe as well too, like you're releasing a lot of attachments, like you're cutting cords, not just with people, but energetic cords when it comes to like what's been draining you, maybe draining you from being focused, draining you from being open and happy, or it's like any energy that has been taken from you or pulling at you. It's like you're not an octopus. You don't have all these arms to be stretched and doing this and doing that. Like there's some sort of cutoff of this. Um, you might be called to do a cleanse, maybe on a Monday, because the moon is representative of Monday, or literally maybe on a full moon, like do like a spiritual bath, like just to kind of, cleanse yourself or ground yourself after all of the energies that you've released. So if you find yourself crying, or you find yourself maybe even not even able to cry, it's not because you're emotionally like imbalanced. It's not because something's off with you or anything like that. You're releasing. That is your, like, your body or your energetic self releasing. Okay. But there's something significant with the moon or maybe Monday for you. Um, but yeah, that is what I'm seeing in short. I hope that um speaks to you. I know it was like straight to the point, but I hope that it speaks to you and that it's helpful. I'm glad you didn't miss it, sis. Yeah, come on in. All right, so that was your reading, Deandra. I hope that was helpful. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Brianna, your question is, ooh, why did this specific person come into your life? The High Priestess card flew out before I even could get your question out, and the Queen of Cups flew out too. Sorry, my little green screen. um, let's see. It's like, what is that? That was my microphone stand looking all crazy. Yeah, I just don't feel led to come on camera tonight, so that's, my own personal thing, right now. We're just not gonna come on camera tonight. But yeah, let's see. Why did this specific person come into your life? Why has this specific person come into Brianna's life? We clear our previous energies and messages, spirit. Why has this specific person come into Brianna's life? Okay, Six of Swords with the Devil in reverse at the top and the Nine of Swords. I feel like your divine team is saying, like, there's no need. You're welcome. My pleasure, sis. There's no need for you to worry of as far as like if it's safe for you to move towards this. Now, when I say move towards this, it doesn't mean like it's a free for all to like for y'all to be together, or it's safe to say, oh yeah, this is gonna be your husband. It's not necessarily giving that. It's more so giving an energy of like there's something that spirit's guiding you through into when it comes to this person. There is some sort of like a peaceful energy, or more so of a safer space. Like I don't feel like you're going to get hurt in the situation. There might be a fear of that. It might be a fear of playing yourself, but you're not moving with the same energy that you used to move in. Like you're a different person. There could be something like you might be concerned about like people around your children. As a mother, I totally understand that. It's like maybe not just the safety and security of them, and I think we picked this up in the reading for you if I'm not mistaken, but more so from a place of like, do they fit, are they a good influence on my children? And I feel like there's something about this person that is meant to be in your life to kind of help clear away the fears that you have in love. Um, yeah, it's like the fears that you have. This person's here to not soothe them per se, but like let you know that it's okay to trust your intuition, because I feel like a part of you is going to more so gravitate being open rather than being in fear or closed off, allowing your anxieties or your past to kind of, get in the way. So there's something that maybe this person does or say or just reveals about their character that um, kind of gives you a peace of mind that you're in the right direction, or you're making the right decisions, or you're in more of alignment with love than not, or in alignment with maybe the right type of partner for you right now, or the type of partners you would like to attract rather than not, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm getting for you, Miss Brianna. I hope that made sense, sis. Let me know. Okay. Let's see. All right. So next question with Mama Online. She wants to know energy surrounding her daughter completing medical school. What's the energy around? Okay, let's clear previous energies. Divine spirit, divine angels, ancestors, and guides. Have the best intentions. What is the energy surrounding her daughter completing medical school? What is the energy around this? What's the energy around this? Okay, Three of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Swords. So this feels like this is a graduative energy. So I am kind of getting an energy that she will graduate, she will complete. There's a celebration around this with the Three of Cups. There is kind of like a bittersweet energy to this. There might be a separative energy, maybe from like, I don't know if this is going to lead to a relocation, a move once it's all done, once it's all said and done and completed. Um, but it's like a bittersweet energy. I'm not sure what this is, but it's not a bad thing. It's almost like something that has already phased itself out, is done. Um, you're moving on to a new phase in life. But for some reason, like, I feel like this has something to do with like some sort of distance or travel. You two could be at a distance, location wise. But with the Three of Cups being the card, the main card that came out, I would say that this is going to be a successful completion. Okay. You're welcome, Brianna. My pleasure. Yeah, this is going to be a successful completion. Um, I will say, because I'm kind of getting another message with the Three of Cups, like to stay focused and not to maybe get caught up with certain energies. So like this could be distractions from friends, this could be distractions from lovers, or something with the social life, to not get pulled in that direction so much. It might even call to cut some people out of her life, like her personally having to cut people out of her life or putting boundaries up, not allowing other people to distract her, because that might be the bittersweet energy that I'm picking up on. But it looks like it's going to be a successful end though. All right. Yeah, it might be some separation from people. That's kind of being suggested here. All right. So yeah, that was real straight to the point. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like it's a positive energy around it for the most part, as far as the completion part. Okay. All right. Hope that was helpful. Let's go ahead and tap in. Miss Ashley, let's clear our previous energies. What is the potential of this new connection blossoming further between you and this person of interest? What is the potential spirit of this new connection blossoming further? What do you see, divine source God, angels and ancestors? Yes, you're welcome. Hey, Leslie. Could be something with like 3 years. I don't know if she's been in school for 3 years. Or it's like a completion. I don't know how that all works, but it could be something with 3. Um, romantically blossoming. Let's see. Romantically blossoming. Let's see. 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups. Top of the deck, you have the 9 of Swords, and bottom of the deck, the 5 of Pentacles. It looks pretty good, but I feel like there's a fear. This fear of rejection, this fear of like you both may kind of have like a fear of rejection in love. Um that is going to be something that you might overcome together, or it's like an invitation to like kind of like hold a mirror up to each other. Yeah. So you guys might hold up a mirror to each other when it comes to your own fears, your own insecurities around love, being chosen, or something falling through and not working out, or something like that. Like you're both being called to kind of face that. And maybe your interest in each other kind of, you know, pushes this along a little bit further. But it looks good as far as like in a love reading and you asking that question, you got the 10 of Cups. This to me does feel promising. So it might be a little bit of a journey, because the 10 of Cups, like if you think about the tens, the 10 is typically like the last card before you get to the court cards, right? In the minor arcana. So it might be something that just organically just you need to flow with. I'm not getting anything that says like you shouldn't be open, or you shouldn't get to know this person, as long as this individual and you are on the same page. Because it might be a need to warm up to each other. It might be a need to kind of like show interest, not in a way of desperation, not in a way of like having to prove of yourself, but more so just like genuinely getting to know a person, like treating them like they're someone, not like just an average person, but treating them like, hey, this is a person at work, or, we're all coworkers and everybody, like, we're all getting along. We're welcoming everybody in, and like maybe smile more, ask this person how they're doing, like help this person to kind of warm up, but you don't have to perform. I don't want you to be performing. Okay. There's a difference between being social and maybe even like being open to a person, smiling, good morning, whatever, get home safe at the end of the day, whatever. So kind of suggest there's an interest, and I feel like there's a vibe, that you'll pick up and that this person will pick up, because it's like you both kind of have some insecurities, and it might cause you guys to not be as open as you could be. Okay. Y'all coworkers, yeah. Well, that's what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that aligns. Hopefully that resonates. Okay. You're pretty cold at work. Oh nah. See, you got to open, you gotta warm up a little bit. And it's water, so it's like, feel the energy out, feel how you feel out. but don't be closed. Don't be too guarded, you know, because that's like blocking the flow of something, you know. Oh, I understand, child. I understand. Yeah, I know you got that Scorpio energy, girl, but you gonna have to, you know, kind of let me open up a little bit. All right, so hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that was helpful. Last but not least, Miss Mahogany, your question is, what does your spirit squad want you to know as of right now? What they want you to know? Okay, let's clear up previous energies. Thank you, spirit. You gotta be yeah, be professional, but it's like a way, you know, I understand the work situation. Sometimes it's a little tricky, especially love interests. But yeah, there's a way to do it without being thirsty, without being unprofessional. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. For Mahogany, what is her divine squad want her to know at this time? What is her message? Okay. The Empress. Okay, hey. Wow, you got the Magician at the top and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So, I mean, we're going to call it what it is. This feels like love energy. So let's see what they're talking about, though. So, as the Empress, she's chilling. Like, she under the sea. She got her diamonds, her pearls. Shout out to Prince. Um, Maybe listen to that song. I love that song. That's one of my favorite Prince songs. Next to Adore, I love that song. I love Beautiful Ones. But maybe there's something with that song. But I feel like the fact that she's resting. She's not doing anything like other than like doing her, honoring her energy, relaxing, you know? And I feel like even when you're in that energy, something is manifesting. Your person, their energy could be, maybe this person could be, I don't know, like if they're, because I'm a little scared of like military men. Like some of them just kind of crazy, the little kooky in the head. The screws ain't all the way tight. But this person could be like maybe a military brat if they're not in the military, or a police officer, something with like some profession like that, you know, where they wear a uniform. You might get introduced to this person like I don't feel like you know this person yet. It feels like someone that you might be introduced to through someone else. Hmm. Yeah, because it's like something's already manifesting and you don't need to like do the things that most women feel like we have to do. Like, oh, I got to go on dating sites. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's like, just be receptive, be open. Yes. But like your biggest concern right now is your energy. And it's something about allowing yourself to receive the best. Not like this, you know, gold digger type of vibe or energy. Like, oh, I only want to date this or that. It's like, you have a balance of like, wanting high value things, but high value also in character, high value in like them as a man, as a spirit. Like, what's their mindset like? What's their, you know, their heart posture like? You know, um, hello, how are you? Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. I feel like there is somebody for you that's like it's already manifesting, it's already in flow, you know. Hmm. And the fact that you got all major arcana cards is like it's already done, it's already handled. I don't know if it's like particular, like there seems to be like a maybe an ancestor specifically, like a male ancestor, and then there might be like some deities that you work with, maybe some goddess energies that you've been working with that's coming through. Definitely like water goddess energy is coming through. um yeah, granted I am using a mermaid deck, but I do feel like that empress energy is like a maybe a water spirit goddess or something like that. And the emperor energy also feels like an ancestor, a male ancestor. Could be a father or something. um no, maybe a grandfather, like it's giving maternal, like paternal energy. All right, Miss Mahogany, that is your reading, sis. I hope that made sense, like pinpointed on something, touched on something. So yeah, so let's go ahead and tap in to our collective reading now. So ladies, I hope that was helpful. Those of you that received your message. I'm trying to see the timestamps, but I don't want to mess up my green screen. Get my message, get my message. All right, so let's tap in. Get into our collective read now. So this is going to tap into your energy, your magnetism, your anointing, why you're untouchable. What type of energy do you radiate online? Like what we need to do, what we got to do to protect ourselves a little bit before we get into the ritual. Okay, so we're going to get into this reading, which is for any of you guys that, you know, you can just be an avid social media user, or when you do post, you could be a spiritual influencer, you could be a healer, a content creator, an artist of some sort, creative. um you know, your essence like might be, no matter how many followers or how many views, it's all about like who sees you, whether that's like the good and the bad or the ugly. Like your presence is, it may be very visible online more than what you know and realize. So this reading hopefully is going to affirm that your visibility is not to be a threat, but you want to root it in divinity. Okay, we want to ground it. All right, so this is exclusively for my influential souls, my creators, my spiritual leaders. Okay, people that may be trying to figure out their purpose, those who just, you know, may need to be a little bit better about what they share online, how they do it, and all of that. Be more spiritually discerning. Okay, so let's get into it. If any point you guys cannot hear me, please let me know, or the connection is acting um ghetto, you know, let me know. All right, let's tap in. All right, spirits, divine source, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I call to you for divine wisdom and truth and clarity for this collective of those who are meant to see this in any time and space. When they do, that they will find this message in the divine right time that they are meant to. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Those who have the spiritual sight to see, let them see. What is the wisdom from their divine team? We can come together as a collective with our divine team to provide and get this message out for those that are meant to receive it. All right. Amen. Ashe. All right. So let's see. Looking as fine as can be in your fancy car. It's my song, girl. This radio station is the Shizneyot. Okay, so your energy is very hard to copy. Like, I don't feel like, it's almost like you could tell if somebody's trying to bite somebody's style. Like, it's almost like, okay, how can I compare this? Like Little Kim comes to mind. Like she like was a blueprint for a lot of female rappers. So it's like you can see the inspiration. Like she's the blueprint. Like you can't duplicate that. Yes, Bring It All to Me. This is my song. Selena, like she had a signature energy. You can't duplicate that. Um, like you could tell if somebody's trying to copy somebody, like a Tupac or a Biggie. Like you could tell, like you can't duplicate an energy Lisa left, like I'm just seeing all these people. Aaliyah, girl, how am I gonna forget you, sis? Aaliyah, like a signature energy, you cannot duplicate that. Michael Jackson, you can't duplicate that. Like you could tell if somebody's trying to bite somebody's style. You can hear it, you can see it. Your energy is very distinctive to where like you could tell if somebody's trying to copy you because you have an energy maybe that like people feel like, oh, I could just copy the sauce, but it's like, no, like, the Big Mac sauce, you don't know the full recipe how that tastes. It's like Good Burger. That's my favorite, one of my favorite movies as a child. Good Burger. Like they was trying to figure out what that secret sauce was that Ed was cooking up in the back. Like you cannot duplicate that. So, and there's something about your energy that is very transformative, very deep, and like hard to figure out how to pinpoint. It's like a very scorpionic energy, a Capricorn energy or a Saturn energy. It's like there's something very transformative about your energy that most people wouldn't be able to even walk in your shoes. It's like your energy, your magnetism comes with power. It comes with presence. So it's not something that is like, oh, they just, put on some clothes, they just did this, they just did that, they put on some makeup, or no, you can't buy this shit on Shein. Like even if you did, it's not about like a physical representation or how you say or how you do it. Like you're just not going to be able to copy or duplicate this energy. It's its own essence. It's not trendy. It's not it's not it's almost like it is strange in a sense, but it's like a good strange. You're someone that may have a lot of people that gravitate to you, that may want to be in your sphere to take from you, take something from you. Some of you are going to have to work on or build a better sense of confidence. And this is not me coming at you, this is me helping you. When I say this, like some of you, if you have a hard time with discerning like the company that you keep, because this is not just online. I feel like these are people that come into your life that take more than they give to you. They want to be around and see what you got going on. Like you might think that things that you have a talent or gift for, or it could be your peace of mind. It could be how disciplined, how responsible you are as an adult. And these people may not be that. And it's like they kind of envy certain things about you and they center themselves around you to copy you. It's interesting because this mermaid, she's like one mermaid is sculpting another mermaid. It's like someone may be trying to sculpt themselves to be you. It's like they really just they don't want to be you only because it's like something about you is admirable and they envy it, but it's they want what you have. So this is like I don't like this type of shit because it kind of gives me the vibe of someone that would like want to trade places with you, like destiny swap with you, as they say. Like that's a real trendy thing now. Like people talking about destiny swaps, and that's a real thing though. But here's the thing though. Again, people want to trade places with people that they don't know what they had to go through to become who they are. That some of you guys might be strange in a way, or you feel like you're a strange person, or something about you is too eccentric that it's not actually something that um people gravitate to or resonate with. But no, there are some people that do. They just may not give you your big ups or your props. That's why you have to build your own self-esteem so that you don't get manipulated out here in these streets. You make people feel a sense of comfort. Um, your positivity is due to your spiritual growth. This is you putting in the actual work to become or to walk in your own essence, your own energy. It just doesn't happen. It's just not going to be just something that it's not just going to happen to you. Um, I hate to bring this up. I don't want to mention this particular artist. Like, it's just my opinion, my assumption. It may or may not be true. But there was a particular artist that is really big that I believe Destiny swapped with someone that she was close to, someone that was on the come up. Who knows if that person was ever meant to be as big as this particular artist was, but They were friends, and if I'm not mistaken, she passed away. I don't know how. I don't remember the whole story of that. But it was kind of like this person kind of took from her, kind of destiny swapped. Um, and I know some record labels do this. They like to take from other artists, like, oh, if this one we don't feel like we can really mold this one, we'll take an artist that we're developing and kind of take from another artist and try to like recreate that, that image, that vibe. So um again, like, you can't sell or buy what you present, and it's not just a physical appearance thing and all of that. It's an essence thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's like you were once a caterpillar, you grew into a butterfly, and people may only see that. They seen the development, they seen the growth, and that's a part of the reason why it's like, well, I want that, but they only want the outcome. Okay. You do have a energy, like I feel like you're very connected to spirit. So like part of the reason why your energy is what it is because you're very connected to source. you know um you don't do anything outside of divine wisdom or guidance. You have the ethereal codes card, ethereal code, source energy, heaven on earth. So like, as above so below, you are in tune with the spirit, and it's like that energy manifests. Because people feel like, oh, if I can just be successful on the outside, then I'm successful, but your inside is shitty, right? um Shout out to Lauryn Hill, where like, how you gonna win when you're not right within? Like, she talks about all of these things, like the hair and the nails, the clothes, skimpy clothes, the men popping bottles but not taking care of their kids. Like, how is your inside? Like, if we're just focused on the external things, then we doing something wrong here. I name dropped a few Geminis I've noticed, like at least four of them, I think, and I can't for the life of me not understand why I didn't mention Prince, but there's another Gemini. So Gemini season, as I'm recording this, could be a testament to like how you see yourself. You know, what is your divine expression? What is your divine language? Like, you as a person, what do you represent? You know, um, yeah. People want the happiness. People want what they feel like is the glow up, but they don't want to do the work to get to that. You gotta be mindful of people like that around. So let's see. Let's see. You're a divine mirror. You, without even trying, I feel like you reflect to people what they need to see. So like, if people need to see more self-love, more self-respect, you're going to reflect that to them. If you're showing people their negative nature, their envy, their jealousy, their manipulation, whatever, you're going to kind of hold that mirror. Just by being you, it's going to trigger people. People ask me how I feel about you. They ask me if I love you. Yeah, they playing the jams over here, girl. Strength card came out with the Seven of Swords. You have a very powerful energy, even if you don't think so. Like, you come off as someone that is self-assured. And this is like a silent power and confidence. It's not loud and boastful by any means. You have people that I feel like notice you, but they don't say shit. And I feel like there's like masculine energies, or like literal, like some men um that might like love interest. Cause I'm singing this song and I'm just like, okay, putting two and two together. So like, people that you've had crushes on, people that maybe like you were romantically involved with, whether they were your partner, like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or more so getting male energy. But it can be like women that, if you're in same-sex relationships as women, they're more of the masculine energy. they steal like parts of your personality, which is weird. Like it's almost like admiration, like how like, you know, catty women would admire you but be envious of you. It's almost like that. Like your partners or people that you like almost they withhold complimenting you too. Like it's real it's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like this is lame energy. This is immature type of energy, like a partner or a love interest or someone that's like conceive all the greatness in you but don't want to speak on that. Even like try to duplicate, copy you, take parts of your personality. um I gotta share this real quick so y'all just have a context of what I'm talking about. And it might not be major, but it's noted. Like I had this partner years ago that we were, you know, living together. And I had some like my own decor and shit that I decorated the like the place, our place with, that I bought, put my own energy and money into. So when we split up, I didn't take that stuff with me. So instead of like this person being like, "Oh, I want my own shit," like, cause the shit was cute. It was like a very like it had like a Chinese style. Like the shower curtain was just the way I decorated the shit was cute. Okay, and like when I went to his new place and I went in there and I was like, no, this ninja does not have my same shit just set up in his shit. Like I know he don't, you know? And then I'm sure that women coming in here going, oh, this is so cute. It's so oh, he got style. No, bitch, that's all me. You know? Um, that's kind of what it's giving. Like, but it might be a little bit deeper than that. It might be like your lingo, your slang. And sometimes things rub off on other people. Like when you hang around people enough, you start talking alike and stuff like that, you know. Um, but this is giving that weird energy again. It's giving that weird energy. And like energy of people that don't want to give you your credit, people that don't want to like, you know, speak life into you or give you your props. It's like I rather watch on the sidelines. So these could be people that watch your shit but don't like your shit, don't share your shit. Um, you know, they don't comment on anything. They just lurk. They just watch. They might screenshot and keep that shit for themselves or like pass it off as something that they're, you know, it's given that. Who am I exposing? Like, what's going on? Oh goodness, because I noticed that the unless my sound is fucked up, that view count dropped, child. I don't know who I'm busting somebody out. Come on out the closet. They're coming out of the closet. Look, so this has something to do with like there's people that do want to connect genuinely with you, like want to participate. Um, but you got to do your spiritual hygiene, child. Like you got to constantly keep up with your spiritual hygiene, especially if you are a content creator, especially if you are a spiritual worker of any kind, or you work around a lot of people. You have to constantly cleanse your energy. When we talk about the web of the internet, think of the word web or net. It's something where it can catch. It's a, let's say it's like a net or web of different energies all just clustered up. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you cleansing yourself? And I'm telling myself this too, like you got to do a better diligence of cleansing your energy, especially like when you're tapping in, when you're logging into something, you're participating energetically in this web of energy, this collective pool of different energies. And depending on what platform you're on, what content you're clicking on, who you're following, who's following you, that energy is kind of like it could be a cesspool if not careful. That's why some people feel led to unfollow certain things, unsubscribe, block certain content, um, put uninterested on certain things, don't suggest this. Like you don't want to sit here watching gang violent videos or people getting into fights and stuff like that, or just toxic things, or just nonsense stuff that doesn't feed you or do anything. Sometimes it's okay to be entertained by bullshit and celebrity gossip, but like you got to have certain things under control energetically. um I feel like people respond to you in a way like they see something, an aura or an essence about you, but they don't always affirm it, or they don't want to participate. You have a lot of people that lurk, that you don't know that lurk, that people that see you, but they don't tell, like they're not making themselves obvious. And yeah, some of this energy to me feels like, um, hold on. I just want to check something real quick. Let me, okay, just making sure because it's really weird. Um, but yeah, so some of you guys, you do have like exes and stuff that watch you. You have like that you wouldn't know. Could be old friends, people that you cut ties with the Five of Swords. It feels like these are people that for good reason you've cut the cords, you cut the ties with them. Um your judgment is very clear and very loud. You're not a dingy person. You see like enough, or you feel or sense enough to know like something's off, or you can tell like when somebody is shady, or it's like you can see this, and spirit gives you warnings and heads up about this. There's like people that do, like, how do I say this, like they cheerlead for you, they root for you, and then you have people that withhold on purpose. I feel like there's a feminine energy that doesn't want to see your light, like your, it's almost like they don't, maybe because you make this person feel exposed, like I said earlier. Hey Tawanda, how are you, sis? You make somebody feel exposed, like a part of them that's not maybe fully living in their truth, and it's almost like you're inviting them to be open, but they're not ready to do that, or they don't want to see something. So they don't engage as much, but I don't feel negative intent. Then you have this masculine energy or male energy that I feel like um is extremely irritated by your presence, in a way of like they watch you but they're irritated by you. Let's see. Yeah, because you love yourself, and like, not saying that you don't have bad days where you might say, like I look, fugly in this, I don't know, shit. But there's an energy where you love yourself, like there's something authentic about you, like you are who you are, even when you have your days. It's like there's a level of just kind of self truth. You have the Empress with the Queen of Pentacles. You just seem unbothered, and that's another thing too. Like, but again, it comes off authentic. It's not like you're trying to project or sell something. It's very relaxed. You radiate an energy that's like you're really content with yourself, like you're good with yourself. Like, um, you may come off as someone that has nice things, or just like well taken care of, like you're blessed, like things go your way. But again, it's not like a braggadocious energy. It feels very relaxed. It feels like this is just me. This is just who I am. It's not performative at all. You have a very inspirational energy. I feel like there's people that, yeah, because I don't want to like hone in too much on like love interest and shit like that, because that's not what this is about. But there's two types of different masculine energies. You have the King of Cups and you have the King of Swords. King of Cups, he's smiling, he's cheesing, he's very cheerful. So it's like you have masculine energies that do watch you, or that are in your physical space, and I feel like genuinely like you, genuinely have good intentions. And then you have some that are very closed off, ice cold, judgmental, um, maybe like some that seek to control you or have this, not just you personally, but maybe just control women or something. Like there's something about the energy. There's like a dualistic energy. It's not just, one way of seeing it or just one type of energy that is in your sphere. All right, let's see. Your words. So if you're a content creator that like you use communication, you have podcast, you may have like maybe music, something where you write, something with literature, something with where you use your voice, use writing or some sort. That is where you're most probably attacked and being spiritually watched. Like, because there could be people that also are creators that steal from you or just like get their inspiration from you. Um, there could be like if you are a musician or something, like your lyrical content, or like there might be people that watch that, but they're curious, it seems like. But this curiosity is like it starts off, this is what I'm getting, like it starts off as a curiosity, and it's like, oh, this shit is actually really good, or this shit is really fly, or I like what I'm hearing, or I like how this person writes, I like what they talk about, whatever, something about that. And then they get caught in this web where they become a hater. Unfortunately, it's like they may not start off that way. It might be out of curiosity. You might not think too much of what you're writing, what you're posting, what you're singing, what you're rapping about, whatever you do. And then when they listen to it or they watch it or they read it, whatever, then it's like they're hooked and addicted. And then there's a little bit of jealousy and envy and like, okay, well, um, uh, yeah, a taker energy, not giving anything. Again, like I'm not giving you any type of props. I'm not gonna let you know that I like it or watched it, seen it, or comment. It's just hater energy. Let's see what else. Yeah, again, ethereal codes, source energy, and heaven on earth came out again. The kingdom of heaven card, 444. Four could be a very important number for you. That could be your power number. 44 could be your number, or four could be a powerful energy for you. This is someone that may have a bigger platform than you. Like I'm getting a masculine energy again. This person may have a bigger platform. Um, they're not giving you the credit and they're taking from you. If they talk about women, let's say like this is a man, they might talk about women content or something with women, or like something that you're saying that you're expressing out of your own spiritual downloads, and they're taking it and like kind of passing it off as their own content. It's weird. Yeah, stay grounded and stay centered. You could be a writer. So I could be talking to somebody that's a writer. You write for some of you. It's not for everybody, but there's something about your presence where spirit is saying like you may feel like you're still in training grounds. I'm still practicing. I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm not that confident yet in myself and all X, Y, and Z, but you give off a very relaxed, like you're honest in who you are. And that's what makes you real. You're not projecting to be something that you're not. Like you're not out here, um, pretending that you're doing the work and you're not doing it, or that you're not a work in progress or something. Like you're being authentic. But I feel like spirit wants you to, before you launch something, it's not to say like hold too tight to what you're doing, to where it becomes a stagnant thing or procrastination, but more so like spirit is saying, um, be more intentional about what you're writing and where you share it. Because like what you have is far more precious than what you even realize. You don't know it yet. Okay. Some of you guys need to put like some salt on your altar. Maybe some salt water. Some of you guys might need to wash your hair. Don't do this all the time. Only do it periodically. And when you're guided to, maybe wash your hair with sea salt, especially if you resonate with the water spirits, the mermaids, and such. Okay. Let's see. Spirit. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, lovers are your worst enemy. Like, not every lover, obviously not. But child, I'll be damned. Okay. So you got 4 wands, 10 of pentacles, king of cups, the hierophant, the 3 of cups with the knight of cups at the bottom, child. If that ain't, So I'm gonna keep it real with you. And this is where discernment comes in. I'm not saying that every man and woman is out to get you. No. But they're the ones that do, you know, are out there that don't have your best intentions. You're going to have to be wise with how you move. Not everybody is your friend. Not every man that comes to you talking about they interested, they like you, they feeling you, oh, you pretty, oh, you bad, you this, you that, has your best intentions. Some of these are the pesticides cloaked as, the good guy, the one that you want, the one that you need, the one, oh, maybe I should give him a chance, and they usually come when you're desperate or when you're like fed up with somebody and it's like, oh, let me give this person a chance. We learned that. I don't even know who this woman is until this content came out. I can't think of her name now. Something, what is her name? It's a content creator that recently, I guess, like came out and said that her boyfriend cheated on her. Sound like he plotted on her from the very jump, from the beginning. Like he was a fan of her content, and then somehow miraculously popped up on a vacation, a trip that she was with all of her friends or something. It was very weird, and he just seemed like he didn't really like her. Like he didn't really fuck with her like that when they would like do couple videos and stuff like that. Come to find out, he was messing with like one of her followers or something, like some weird shit. Like it just gives this energy, like just because somebody is like throwing themselves at you, you have to be careful with people's energy and intentions. And because we have social media and stuff like that, you have to be wise with how you move. Like you got to be like, you have to have common sense to know that there's people that may watch you before you even know like of them, and then they'll just come around and make it seem like, oh, I just came across you, oh hey, or they waiting for their, like, you have to be mindful of that, because again, not everybody has good intentions. Sometimes it may start off as genuine. It may start off with people that genuinely want to get to know you, may be drawn to you, but once they really get to know you and you start revealing them shadows, you start, in your own energy reflecting what people are not who they really say they are, then that's when you become an enemy. you know um Once you stop feeding into the bullshit, once you stop becoming somebody's doormat, that's when you become an enemy. So you have to be wise with who you're connecting with and what they're about. Love bombers, people that love bomb you from the jump, oh please, best and believe those are the ones you got to watch out for every time. Too much praise, too much admiration, just laying it on thick. Oh girl, you my inspiration, you're my best friend, or oh, I feel like we're so, like that type of shit. I guarantee you at 100%, 1,000% all the time, those are the fakest motherfuckers you got to watch out for, because connections are built over time. They are not to be rushed. People can only wear a mask for so long. They can read you, they can study you for weeks, for days, for months, for years, but that mask gonna slip off eventually. Their true colors are always going to be revealed. So I feel like your biggest um you know evil eye comes from people that pretend to be friends with you or have in the past, um and lovers, so-called lovers, love interests. So this isn't for you to be scared or anything. It's just like life, you know, not everybody's for you. There's people that are for you and there's people that are not for you. You just got to be wise in that, especially if you are somebody that is successful, or you're someone that's attractive, or you're someone that's sweet, you're someone that's kind, you're giving. People can sense maybe that you want love really bad, or that you want friendship very bad, or some shit like that. They can sense that and feed off of that. That to them is a weakness. That to them is a loophole that they can hook that, like, suck their teeth into you. You know, too much flattery, Spirit is saying, you need to check it at the door. You need to screen check that. This is like almost giving like, no, private, like you got to put in a friend request type vibe. That's the energy that it's giving, whether that's literally or energetically. Like, no, you got to have the gate code, bitch. You got to like invite only. And it's not because like something's wrong with you and you attract it, like because something's wrong. You attract it because like your energy, it's a precious thing. Like, yeah, you got return of the pearl, past life remembrance, familiarity, akashic. There's something about your essence, your energy that's maybe resonates with people, but that doesn't mean that everybody that resonates with you from a pure place, you know. I feel for some of you this is like past energy that you've endured. And then you have Aphrodite activation, ignite, heart opening, goddess guidance. So you're going to really have to work on that self-love and honoring the feminine essence of you. That's your intuition, that's your nurturing, that is like your nature to create, to manifest things, to birth things out of your energy field. So you can't just allow that energy to be tainted and fucked with, and everybody else, here you go, you can have some, you can have some. Yeah, hey everybody, come in. Like, and as a healer, you are going to attract people that actually do need the healing. Okay. It's up to you to discern who truly not only say they want it or needs it, but actually puts the effort in to heal, because you're not here to heal them. You're here to assist with their healing, to shed light upon what needs to be healed, not do the work for them. If you're someone that's just a natural empath, you know, you're the friend that everybody comes to with their problems. You're, you know, your partners are, you know, these projects that you feel like you always have to work on. Like, that is not your story anymore. You have to honor your energy first. And that does not mean shut people out, shun them away. But it's like, at what point is it that people are going to start taking responsibility? You can't raise no man. You can't baby a woman. Like, they're grown, you know. If they want the healing, they want to do better, they're going to figure out how to do it, just like you or anyone else that's doing the work. They will find it out. They'll figure it out. Do we have support? Yes, but we have to do the groundwork. No one else is going to do it for us. So why should anyone else benefit from your energy? So yeah, like, you ignite people, you make people feel things, make them tap into things that they never have, and it makes them want to get close to you. It feels good. But when them demons start to come out to play, that's when you become the enemy. Like, you're no longer the safe space anymore. Once you hold people accountable in their energy, whether that's just what you radiate within your essence that says, no, I'm not putting up with that. I have boundaries, I have self-respect, or you know, you might be doing something to elevate yourself and they're not doing that, so they're mad at you. Like, you can't control a grown man, a grown woman. You just can't do that, you know. um so those are the parasite energies I'm picking up on. Some of these are, it's a lot of romantic energy. I just want you to know that some of these men out here, they are energy vampires for real. They feed off of women's energies and emotion. It validates the lack inside of them to connect with you, and you be all up in their ass and, oh, I'll accommodate this for you, I'll do this for you, and no, I got you, and oh, you know, no, you are special, no, you know, I do love you. And they ain't doing the motherfucking work, because why do I need to do that when you just feed me like a baby, you just spoon feed me? What do I need to do that for? Or I know that you can adjust for me and I don't have to adjust for you. You can switch your plans. You can cut your friends and family off for me. You'll do this and that. What do I need to change for? Like, you're not requiring me to. Like, why the fuck should I? You know? So be mindful of that. Be careful of that. You're not here, again, you're not here to babysit grown people, especially if you got kids. You don't got time for that. You got kids of your own to raise. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. All right. Let's see. Yeah, keep pouring love into yourself. It's not selfish to do that. Some of you need that. Like, as long as you're empty and you're seeking that out from other people, that's where you get got. Or when you're posting for validation, or you're chasing views, you're chasing this, or you're, if you're creative, you're selling your content, you're selling your soul just to get ahead, things like that. And when I say selling your soul, like, not like the Illuminati shit, stuff like that, but more so like your essence, your vibe, your mind, your ideas, what matters to you, your true identity. And another thing too, keep evolving on these motherfuckers. Keep growing, keep moving, keep going, keep thriving in your energy. You're gonna have moments, and as you know, like on your spiritual journey, like, it's not going to be easy. It's just, you just know how to maintain, and you know how to work through the energy, you know how to keep yourself going, you know. And the beautiful thing is, you have guides, you have people on this earth that love you, that have your best intentions as well. So you're not just out here doing it all alone. But this, spiritual journey, when you become conscious of your journey, it is not for the weak, it's not for the faint-hearted. So there's going to be times where you're going to grieve, you're going to release, you're going to let go, you're going to have to move past certain things. You might grieve parts of yourself. That's a part of the journey, you know? But that doesn't mean that you're to be stuck in sorrow and sadness, or putting up with things that you shouldn't, and toxic relationships. Like, it's not to say any of that, but just know that when it comes with the change and the growth, it's not always going to be fun, um your power lies in your evolution, with you being in alignment with your destiny, pouring into yourself, allowing yourself to feel what you feel. Maybe sometimes, like, having those seasons where you are alone, or where you have to process things, um also too, like, you can't go wrong. Like, you might be one of those people that's like, oh, I don't want to be too vulnerable, I don't want to share, like, especially if you're a writer, or you do some sort of public speaking or something like that. Your messages around your growth, around your sacrifices, around the things that you've had to let go of, your testimony, I should say, in short, your testimony, that is your power. This is how to maintain your power without shrinking or leaking your energy. Like, this is a superpower energy, because what it's doing is, it's actually like, it's helping other people cleanse, like those that need it. And that is a reason why a lot of people get attacked, because they have things that are going to heal people. Your voice, your words are the medicine that people are seeking and looking for. You're not out here spewing hate. You're not an oil spill. You're not a toxic waste to the collective. You are, like this card says, a crystalline blessing. It says activation, rainbow energy, awaken. That's you. That's you. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the creative enchantress, which says create, dreamscape, look within. So if you have Pisces in your chart, um, especially where it's like something with purpose driven, maybe your Mercury, uh, Pisces, like you might have a Pisces and Mercury, maybe Pisces, Jupiter. Pisces second house, Pisces north node, maybe even Pisces in your 11th house. Something I feel like with purpose, you're able to channel things from the dream realm for some of you. Others, it's like your imagination is very, very colorful, very vivid, and you know how to write it or speak it out. You know how to put it on a canvas and have that be very expressive. So your energy is very, um, very watery, very dreamy, very ethereal, or you talk about things that are otherworldly, um, outside of the norm of the box, but it's grounded and rooted in practicality too at the same time. So if you use, I don't know why I'm getting OnlyFans. I don't know who on OnlyFans, but if you are, I'm not knocking you because it might, it's something to this. Like it's not like a typical like gunky, junky, nasty, perverted type of content. It feels like there's something in it that's healing behind it. You most definitely, if you're on OnlyFans, you definitely need to protect your energy when you go on these spaces. I'm not just talking about hiding your face or your tattoos or your background, something like where you feel like, oh, do those things. Yes. If you're led to, like, whatever you got to do to protect yourself. But spiritually, you need to, most definitely. Some of you guys may spend a lot of time on Twitter or X, um, Facebook. You got to protect your energy. Um, I don't know if Twitter or X is still like a toxic waste pool of stuff and content that we shouldn't be looking at. But if you're, if that's the case, then definitely you got to protect your energy. Okay. All right. So this is the fun part. Actually, before I do that, no, let's go. I'm gonna pull that. So let's ask. So like, what totem? I'm gonna use this deck that has symbols on it to kind of see, like, just throw out there what resonates with you. What totem or emoji or symbol is a shield for you? A divine shield that keeps you cloaked in power. Might be a few. Okay. Wow, interesting. So you have the horseshoe, you have the flock of birds, and you have the elephant. So this could be about blessings. I'm getting, like, with these three combinations, like maybe you'll be led to use, I don't know if they have horseshoe emojis, or maybe just like something with horseshoes. Like horseshoes are very significant in certain like spell work. Um it can be to ward off bad luck and protect your energy for sure. And I know elephants are blessed animals. They usually do represent abundance, prosperity, and wealth in a lot of cultures. If you think of Ganesh, um, and then the birds are messengers. Depending on what bird this, like, you might have your own personal. Maybe you're just drawn to birds as a whole. Um, but this symbolizes your messages. Maybe this is an affirmation or like something that you can say or speak over yourself around prosperity and blessings, or my voice brings about blessings and prosperity. I prosper whenever I speak truth, or something along the lines of that. Like that could be an affirmation for you, but like your totem of power is either one of these three, two out of the three, maybe, or all three. So a horseshoe, birds, and an elephant. And something with the color blue and red and yellow are your colors. Yellow, red, and blue. I feel like this has something to do with prosperity, blessings of protection. Like protecting your blessings, protecting like your assets. Like if you post like your car or something like that, you post that you got a new house, something with that, or you just got a new job, a new opportunity, like this could be the totem to use. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Okay. Continue to cultivate and create. Okay. Um, when you do, call in your divine team when you're creating, and then when you're doing it, if you're sharing it, it's already divinely covered and protected because your divine team is behind it. So before you do anything, like share it, tell people about it, post it, what have you, put out a song, whatever, your podcast, like whatever it is, or your poems, your book, whatever. Invite your ancestors or your divine team, your angels around you as you're doing this process. Um, there's something with the number one. Like you don't need to be doing a whole bunch of extra stuff. It's just like it could be just a simple prayer, calling them and summoning them in. It could be burning one single candle. It don't gotta be like you doing too much, you know. Um, let me see. Psalms 1, but 1 in what? Maybe just reading the whole like Psalms 1, um, because I'm getting something with that for some reason. Let me see. Psalms 1. Not these half and willeth and all that. Like I sometimes I try to stick to the King James version, but sometimes it's just like thou this and thou that. I'm just like, come on now. Um, I feel like there's something to this. So I'm gonna, yeah, if you're guided, because not everybody works with like Psalm, um, but for some reason, this is what's coming to me. So let me see. Psalms. Okay, so Psalms 1 through 6. Psalms 1 through 6. So blessed is the one who does not walk in the step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Not so the wicked. They are like a chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction. Yeah, I feel like that's something. That's something right there. Some of y'all might need to recite that when you're working, when you're doing your creative things, or before you share it, calling on your divine team. I feel like that, yeah. Because I heard Psalms 1 and I'm like, let me look it up real quick. Let me see something. Okay. So yeah, that might be the one right there. Okay. If you're led. All right, let's tap in and see what makes you iconic, child. What makes you spiritually iconic? What is it about you? And I'm gonna use Mama Oshun. Oshun, 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 Oshun. Let's tap in. Mama Oshun. What makes this collective spiritually iconic? Why? This is just your reminder, like why you're the blueprint, the original, the one. Let's see. The one. All right. Of course, we dropped the card. Come on now. Come on now. Oshun of correspondence. Look, child. Communication, listening, conflict resolution. That's one of the many reasons. Let's see what's at the top and the bottom. You have Oshun of the dawn, new beginnings, hope, fresh start. This is number one. So again, one is probably a good number for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have Oshun of harmonic, balance, harmony, inner peace, synchronicity. You're just a right on time person. You're just right on time. Your energy is right on time. It's like you are a walking synchronicity, walking serendipity. Your inner peace, your desire to bring about balance and harmony, and bringing balance is not always comfortable, because as an energy of justice, my odd energy or Libra energy, there's this energy of, you do have to call out the injustice as well as in order to bring just. So it's not always comfortable, whether that's through your voice or through your energy. You are the magician in a sense of, you have the power to utilize and wield all the elements and use them in divine power, not a power to work against yourself or work against others, but to work in harmony and in tunement with the divine universe. So some of your totems could also be Kyrie shows. Now, Kyrie shows are, I love Kyrie shows. I'm so drawn to them. They're just so, I don't know, it's just something about Kyrie shows. I love them. I'm wearing Kyrie shows right now. I just love them. But something with gold and Kyrie shows, um, maybe with the Oshun energy, the honey, incorporating honey to something that you do, or this works. I know this for a fact. Whenever you infuse honey in something, whether it's like your candles that if you're doing candle magic, jars, sprays, perfumes, colognes, lotion, maybe, putting it on your lips as you pray, as you speak affirmations, that is powerful. I don't know what it is, but it just is. I don't know why, but it is. And I guess it's because it's an energy of sweetness, an attractive energy. It works. Okay. It wills, it calls in. So your communication, your voice, acorns might be significant too. Okay. I want to read the affirmation of each card. So Oshun of the Dawn, the affirmation is, "This is my season." And her card represents the initiation of Kyrie's. So this is a time of renewed energy. Oh, thank you. So cute.
What? The panda, the panda.
Both of them are cute. The panda is cute. How do I put this on?
Pink panda. They have like the tassel color.
It's cute.
On your phone. You know how to do it?
No, I'll do it after. You can show me after. This is so cute. Oh, thank you. It's cute.
She said it's cute.
Oh, this is so cute. Thank you. This pen kind of looked like a little adult toy a little bit, like it's supposed to go. No, I'm just like, no, it's cute. And my little panda. Okay. My bad. So yeah, this is new energy, new beginnings. Let's see what number 9 represents. And this is the realm of honey, initiation of honey. So the affirmation of Oshun of harmonic balance, and it's number 9, by the way, says, "I move in harmony with the divine, embracing peace and balance." Okay. All right. Number 30, Oshun of correspondence. Initiation of laughter is the representation of this card as well. So her affirmation is, "I listen and speak with clarity and courage." Okay. Keyword, with clarity and courage. So whenever you speak and express yourself, speak it with courage. Be clear, with clarity. Move in divine alignment. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask Spirit, what is the medicine that you need at this time? Is there anything that you're being called to as of right now, a now message to cleanse and clear your energy? And those that are triggered by your energy, what is the medicine that they need? So let's start with you first. What is the medicine? I'm going to use my Venus is the plug oracle. And then I'm going to use this mermaid oracle. So Spirit, what is the medicine that this collective needs right now when it comes to their visibility? Thank you. Venus and Taurus, hey, do whatever gives you those dope feels, okay? Just remind yourself to always stay rooted. So, again, it's okay to seek out pleasure, do what you want to do, post what you want to post, but make sure that it's rooted, okay? It's grounded. It's not, you're not being frivolous with your energy. Let's see. What is the medicine that the collective needs? A now message for their visibility. This card was almost like a magnet to my finger. That was the weirdest shit ever. It felt like my hands were like, I don't know, my ring or something. It's weird. Like it felt like it was magnetized to my finger. But you have morning affirmation. So this might be something that Spirit really is encouraging you to do right now. So in the morning, speak over yourself. Speak beautiful things over yourself, especially in the shower. It says stay positive or say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Okay. All right. Now message for your haters, triggers, those people that are triggered by your energy, your essence, energy vampires, what have you. What is the medicine that they need, Spirit? Shoot, Spirit, like a lot. Like 2 cards. Venus and Leo and Venus and Taurus again. So they need to find their own pleasure. They have to find what makes them feel good. And what makes them feel good right now is not really making them feel good. It's actually um a defensive, it's the right word, like a survivalist type of response. It's coming from a place of like anger and angst, rage, even for some, or just boredom, um, lack of feeling connected to the self, a lack of connectivity. It's a lost spirit, a lost soul, someone that doesn't know themselves, doesn't know their own worth, their own purpose, their own destiny. They're not seeking it, or they are um I hate to say it, but lazy in the pursuit of it. They're not radical enough about soul searching. You know what I'm saying? Like that fire is not in them. It's easy to project onto other people. It's easy to steal, kill, or try to destroy other people's paths and journeys, or to attack. So you have Venus and Leo as well. It says express from your heart and soul with confidence and radiance. Avoid foolish pride. That is the key motherfucking thing right there. They need to avoid their foolish pride, which they don't know how to do that yet, obviously. So instead of doing whatever makes them feel good, makes them feel rooted, grounded, expressing from their true heart and soul, they're expressing from their pain. They're expressing from a place of pride, or they're moving in pride and in ego and in lower nature. They're letting their demons run amok on them. Let's pull from the mermaid deck. What is the medicine that the collective's haters, um, those that are triggered by them, seek negative intentions toward the collective? What is the medicine that they need, mermaid energy, water spirit energies, cleansing? Thank you. 2 cards came out in this deck as well. Dream big and playtime, saying pretty much the same thing. So they need something that they really find joy in. Like focus on that. Like when people are focused on everybody else and what they doing and hating and being jealous and all that stuff, it's because they don't have anything. They're not, I shouldn't say they don't have anything else better to do. They need to find something else to do. They need to find something else to do. You know, that's really the biggest thing. It says the dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestations. Maybe they need to listen to some dolphin sounds, because dolphins are their vibrations, their vocals are very healing. You know, dolphins are very powerful. I love dolphins. It's like my favorite sea animal. And then you have dream big. It says let go of small thoughts about yourself, see yourself succeeding. Like they have to focus on their own selves. They have to see themselves being successful in their own right. You're never going to fully succeed under somebody else's light, and you know, living in essence, you're living in someone else's shadow. Like as you're trying to live under somebody else's light, that is not going to work. Everybody has their own path, everybody has their own destiny, everybody has their own purpose and calling in life. And if you don't know what that is and you're so busy worried about everybody else, you're going to just run in circles. You're not getting anywhere with that. The bottom of the deck, I felt guided to look at self-employed. You know, maybe they want to start a business. Maybe you're inspiring them to do that, but you know, you can take inspiration from people, you know, and say I'm inspired by such and such as writing, or I love how so and so sings, but you got to find your own voice, your own level of expression, you know, build your own platform, your own blueprint, you know, and you're never going to get anywhere. Spirit is not going to bestow a blessing on you if you're coveting or jealous of someone else's. It's not going to happen. You'll never succeed as far as you should or supposed to by trying to live in someone else's light, because that's not your path, that's not your light. You have your own gifts inside of you. So that's the medicine that your haters need right now. Okay, so that was a collective read. Now we're going to get into the other fun parts, which is the ritual. um, for digital visibility, I'm going to go into how to use emojis as sigils. Okay. All right. So, how to use emojis um, for self protection. So, we're going to get into that. Okay. This is your digital protection. So you can use like captions as like energetic codes of expression, your emojis, whether you're pre-posting. But this is just for your energetic sovereignty. Okay. So this is a ritual for sealing your image, reclaiming your energy, becoming spiritually like unreadable to these energetic parasites, watchers, and false admirers, and to center yourself. Okay. So we're going to create a full digital protection, okay, using emojis, caption spells, symbolic actions that you can use, okay, and then weave into your posts, you know, as a little energetic encryption, if you will, okay. So what are sigils? Some of y'all know what sigils are. You've seen them, but sigils, by definition, they are inscribed or painted symbols considered to have a magical power, right? Or they're representative of a seal, or they can also be a sign or a symbol. So think um like a popular symbol, such as, I don't know, like Instagram is a symbol. Um I don't know, like a Benz or something, like different symbols that are, they have a message, they have a symbolic meaning to them. Starbucks with the mermaid, you know, they all have some. McDonald's, like there's the colors, the just all of that goes into it. So the origin of a sigil comes from the Latin root word sigillum, which represents again sign. So it means a sign. Okay. So a lot of time we see sigils all day, every day. A sigil when you go to a crosswalk, when you go to a restaurant, when you go to a gas station, on a platform, you know, an app on your phone. Those are sigils. Okay. That is why some people are addicted to certain things, why they're drawn to go certain places. Like there's an energy behind everything. So emojis are no different. Okay. So some emojis are direct descendants of ancient symbols. So, for example, if you use like a moon symbol, that can represent lunar energy, intuition, lunar deities. The evil eye, of course, is very popular. It's a talisman for spiritual protection. A snake can represent healing, transformation, rebirth, kundalini. You know, let's say a rose can represent like divine feminine energy, resurrection, reverence, Venus, whatever. um but it's all about intention. Like with every ritual, like I always say when we talk about the rituals that we do, it's all in your intent. Your energy is the sparkle to your magic. Like that's what sparks the shit up. That's what amps it up. Your intention, your belief, your faith, your creativity, your divine creativity. That is what makes your magic. It's not so much like the candles and shit like you're adding the momentum into them. That's why like when you're doing certain things, like especially like if you're going to use decks, when you touch a deck you're putting your energy into it. You can pray over it, seal it. When you're, let's say, working with your candles, you can breathe into it, speak into it, speak into your water. You're adding that extra power to the shit. Basically that's all you, like you're doing that, you know. Um so excuse me. Yeah, that is all your energy. So like when you do this, it might sound like very juvenile, it might seem like unrealistic, like no, that's not real, like no, but it is. I remember years ago, because I would unknowingly put intentions when I would like use certain emojis. It would be an expression, and I feel like a lot of people do it, some unconsciously, some of them consciously and intentionally. It was an article, I believe it's by the Hood Witch. Some of you guys have heard of the Hood Witch. It was years ago. This is probably like back in 2015, 2016 or something like that, where she made this post where she was talking about how to manifest with emojis. And that stood out to me. And ever since, like, the intent, I was more clear with the intent with that. So like everything you do, it has to be intentional. When it comes to magic especially, it has to be intentional. So before you even get into this, before you get started, before you post your shit, whether it's a selfie, whether it's a reel, whether it's your podcast, whether it's a flyer, whatever it is that you're posting, take a moment. And I always like suggest, before you do any rituals or any work, spiritual work, make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're grounding yourself. Make sure that you're, if you work with deities or you work with your ancestors, God, the universe, what have you, whatever your shield of protection, um, divine protection and backing, that you call on those forces to protect you, to center your energy. So you're going to feel into your light. You're going to tap into your essence, your soul frequency. If you need a mirror to look at yourself or whatever you're creating, listen to it. Because sometimes I hate listening to my voice, like playing videos back and having to listen to my voice. Sometimes like nails on a chalkboard. I hate listening to myself sing. Like sometimes like, oh, I don't want to post that. I don't want to share that. You got to work through that. That self-acceptance, or looking at a selfie. If you look at a selfie too long, your face starts looking distorted. It looks like your eye is like one eye is higher than the other. You just start looking at all kind of crazy shit. So you don't want to do it like that, but just more so feeling into your energy, and allow yourself to acknowledge how sacred your energy really is, and that not everybody deserves access to that. So again, it's a reminder, and this is not to steer you away. Sometimes it might be to say, oh, I don't need to post this. Oh, this don't need to be here. Or, there's a way to do things. That's where discernment comes in. So before you even post whatever you're going to post, a tweet, a selfie, a reel, whatever, that's intentional, right? Or just like everyday things, like I'm out with my family at the water park or something. Some people might be jealous of whatever you're putting out, or you just posted your new car. Like, be intentional about what you post. Okay. So you want to speak and think before you write. So you can say things like, this post is blessed, it's cloaked and encrypted. No one may drain from it or take from it. Only those that are aligned may see it. Um, you can even visualize a veil around your image, or an auric field around your image or your post. Um, if you're going to do like captions, because you can talk about the captions too. Your captions can be intentional. I've encoded things in certain. I wonder if people ever caught it ever. I've encoded things in captions, like words. Like I can't tell you exactly how I do it, but I don't know. It's interesting, but like it could be a simple caption that you just write something, but like I've definitely, it's almost like certain musicians do it, like they'll say one word but it really is coded and means something else, but not in sinister uses. I don't do that for that, but you can use your captions to be intentional as well. So like whatever you're guided to say, you can say an affirmation before you write what you write, like, you know, the ones that are meant to receive this, they will. The rest will scroll in confusion. They won't even get it. They won't understand it. They'll just move past it. This energy is encoded. If you look with evil eye, you'll only see yourself. It'll be reflected back to you or returned to sender or some shit like that. You can't copy what's cloaked. This essence is already patented by the divine. It's already a sacred code that you can't copy or something like that, right? And then your emojis, that adds a layer to your caption. It adds an extra shield of protection. There's another way to use this. An old friend of mine actually put me on to this. I never thought about doing this until she said it. And I was like, oh, bitch, yeah, okay. Um, I'll get into that in a second because I'm jumping around. But adding the emoji is like adding that extra layer. So like, if you want to use emojis for protection, again, the evil eye is like the most common one, right? Um, let's say you use a snake, it could be for reversal or protection from people mimicking you. Scorpions, psychic defenses, stinger to the uninvited energy. Mirrors, you can use that as mirror magic to reflect back projections. That's a real popular one. It's a good one. You can use like a lock or like swords as boundaries, protection, spiritual warfare protection, um, so on and so forth. Like it's all up to you. Okay. And then you can use like something softer. Like I love the dove. Doves represent peace. Okay. Which can be peace that is reserved only for the aligned, those that are meant to see it, things like that. You can add like, like a little combo, right? So I have a combo here. That's cute. But like the fire emoji, the nails of the girl like painting her nails, and then the evil eye, which can represent untouchable and an unbothered goddess energy, warding off envious eyes. Um, your aura is a firewall of protection. That could be that message, right? If you want to use the evil eye with the snake, with the mirror, the little DNA strand thing, divinely protected. May only those aligned receive me. All hate projected onto me will be reflected back to the sender. Something like that. You can do like a little combo thing, right? That is what that energy represents whenever you put those emojis, or you can switch it up however you're guided to. Um, you can do things like put shields of veils over your selfies. Like you can use like blurs and stuff like that, blurred filters where it kind of like you can't fully see. Um, I've heard of people wearing contacts so that they can protect their eyes, that people can't read into them, which is really, that shit I've like never thought about it like that. But like some people do that. Some people wear wigs to cover their actual crown so people don't look at their hair, don't touch it, shit like that. Like, you know, um, you can put like, this is what I learned from an old friend. She taught me this. She puts sigils in her selfies, but she'll like cloak them into her picture where you can't really visibly see them. That, I feel like that's very like bitch, like yeah. Um, you could put a layer of captions like in a text and kind of cloak it into your stuff as well. I do this. I say things, I'll put a prayer, um, like a spiritual clause in my photos and in my videos. So as a layer of protection, I do that. I do this often. Sometimes I'll wear something that would already protect myself in the picture or the video. Like my style of dress and stuff, my hair down to my nails, etc., is a walking altar. So nothing I wear is just like, oh, I just like this shit. It's just because it's cute. No, it's always an intention behind it. So like if someone or anyone who ever has used my pictures for evil or malicious intent, they will be met with repercussions. If not immediately, they will at the divine right time that they're scheduled to. Because I put things in my pictures to protect my energy. I do. Um, so I encourage y'all to do the same. Like put a spiritual clause, put a prayer in there. It could be like a small font, make it really small and put it in your picture where it's not visible. But I've definitely done that with posts, not just with selfies and stuff like that. Like a spiritual clause, like you're not going to be just using my energy to put on altars and spells and doing shit against my will or whatever the fuck you're doing. It's going to come back to you. So that's a good thing to do. I would encourage that. That's another layer. Okay. um Music, can't forget about the music. Music is a powerful spiritual tool. It is because of frequency. So, like your songs, the lyrical content, the energy behind it, when you post something and you're using music, what is it expressing? What is the vibration that is conveying? So, that's a whole nother layer, you know? Um, a lot of us like to use Erica Badu, which her music does have um, deep intentionality into it spiritually. It has a message. Certain songs of hers, you can hear chimes, you can hear drums, you can like sacred sounds in those things. Some people use like sound bowl frequency music and things like that. Um, yeah, so that's a whole nother layer as well. When you're posting your content, make it intentional, even down to the music, not just because it's a popular, you know, sound to use, a song that's out. Like, what's your intentions? It has to have a language. So before you post, like I said earlier, like if you want to look into your own image into the mirror, or you're looking at your own, because your phone is a mirror, it's a black mirror. You look into your phone and you look at your post, like you can speak aloud. This image is mine. My spirit is sacred. My energy is not free to consume without consequence. Like you got to put spiritual clauses on your shit. I'm telling you, like you have to. I'm sure celebrities be doing this shit. Like you can't just go out here just posting, like, because celebrities are so like revered and so many people are obsessed with them that they'll do a lot of things and stuff like that and use their energy. You got to imagine someone of that high caliber that has millions of eyes on them. Their music is played everywhere. Their voices is being heard everywhere. Their faces everywhere. Um, their business. I'm pretty sure that they got to be squared up in the spirit realm constantly, or have a practitioner that they go to that's doing that work for them, because that is not a natural level of visibility. So I would say you would have to cover and cloak your energy to an extreme, and that there should be repercussions for anyone that uses your energy or siphons your energy or what have you against your will, especially to work against you, um, to steal from you, to destroy you, that there definitely should be repercussions for that. So, like I said, speak over yourself, speak over your work, your images, your what have you. Um, that's the most powerful thing that you can do. You know, pictures, as they say, speak 1,000 words. Some people have the ability to read energies through pictures. I have that gift to do that. Sometimes I feel like it's invasive to do that because I'm reading into people's insecurities sometimes, and it's like, okay, no, I don't want to see that. I don't even want to feel into that, you know. Sometimes I ask like a friend, like they'll talk about someone, I'm like, send me their picture, and I'd be like, oh bitch, girl, no, 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 this person right here, no, you need to stay the fuck. Like, I have that ability, but I feel like you have to have respect to people's energy when you do that as well. because you wouldn't want anybody doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, there's people that have the ability to do that, to read your energy through your picture. So you want to protect your energy when you do that. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I tell my friend, like, if they're talking about a person, they're like, I don't know about this, I don't know about him, I don't know. I'm like, send me the picture. And I'm like, oh, bitch, no. I can see demons in people's pictures. It's insane. I can see so many things in a picture. Like, I can tell immediately, like, oh, no. Like, some people might just look at a picture and be like, oh, they're so cute. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, she's so pretty. Blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, no, no, no. Stuff starting coming, downloads start coming. I'm like, oh yeah, this person's like this energy, they dealing with this. They like it never fails. Um but yeah, so put that cloak of protection, like this veil is sacred. I cloak in divine energy. You may look, but you will not touch energetically, spiritually, physically. You may see me, but you cannot siphon me. You can light a candle if you want to, as a beacon of protection. Um, You can speak over the candle. You can say to the watchers, to whoever, the evil eye, I return your gaze back to yourself, something like that. My desire is for you to teach you to look at your own self, or may your desire teach you of your own hunger, your own negativity, your own darkness. May your envy reveal your own neglect. May you find your own light, something like that. Send it back. You can seal the energy. Okay, because ultimately you are your altar. You are an altar. You create your own energetic firewall. Okay. You can be both beauty, you can be open and nurturing and all these beautiful things, but you also are the gate. You have to have a gate code to your energy. Not everybody should be just getting in that motherfucker. Like, no. Okay. You can say, I'm witnessed. I'm not watched. I'm witnessed. I'm felt. I'm sacred. I'm not consumed. My presence is filtered and protected by divine spirit. I'm sealed. I'm seen. I'm sovereign. So it is. Ashe. Thank you, Nina. Hey. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you guys want me to go a little bit more deeper into this, because we can go a little bit deeper. I'll probably do something like on Patreon, like a little bit more, because I never share too much of what I do. Like, y'all should know that already. I'll share what I feel comfortable sharing, but I'm never going to give you exactly the full sauce. We're not doing that. Um, but I do want to go a little bit deeper in a collective way, but maybe on a platform where people would actually care to invest in the content. I don't feel like it should be just, again, that gatekeeping. I don't feel like everyone should just have in on my on my magic, on my, my Jew. Yes, I am witness, I'm not watched, I'm sacred, I'm not consumed. Yes, I want y'all, like, if you want to do like a journal prompt, because I like journal prompts at the end, like just something to sit with. If you feel led to, I want you to come up with what is your spiritual clause that you want to put on your content. Like, it could be like your go to, where you can just copy and paste it on your post or what have you, like, cloak it and do what you need to do. Put it in a font that can't be fully visible or seen, or squeeze it real tight, like the groupies do when they try to tag celebrities. They at them and they squeeze it real tight so nobody can see they being thirsty. Like, you're gonna do that for yourself. You're gonna be thirsty for yourself. Okay. Put that spiritual clause. If anybody tries to siphon, use your energy, do anything with your picture, your content, or anything, even think of stealing or doing anything to it, there will be repercussions. Like I said, y'all motherfuckers out here, that if y'all got anything of me that y'all shouldn't be doing, or you've done anything with my shit, just know it's gonna come back to you if it hasn't already, some sort of way. You've been warned, because I definitely put spiritual clauses and protections on my shit. And I have done that for years. So good luck with that. Okay. I just, hey, hands off. Hands up. I don't know what to tell you. It's out my hands. It's out my hands, son. Yeah. Because you got crazy hoes out here and bitches, envious heifers. You got crazy people. Like, yeah. Have a good time with that. Have fun while it lasts. Have a blast while it lasts, because your ass gonna get. No, but yeah. As a journal prompt, go ahead and sit with yourself. Um, do a meditation on what is my spiritual cause I want to put over my post, my content, as a protection. And you don't have to be a content creator, but just anytime you post something, what is my spiritual cause as protection? And then you can have one that maybe is like promotes positive energy, like this is going to reach those who it's meant to reach, or something like that. Why do you keep moving? Thank you. Yes, for the people in the back, be careful of whose pictures you be using and shit, putting on y'all altars and doing spell work and all kind of shit, whatever the fuck y'all be doing, because that's going to come back to you. It's not going to go unnoticed, not going to go unchecked. Sometimes people don't even got to like do all that spiritual stuff on their stuff for that energy to come back to whoever's using it against them, because some people are just spiritually protected, especially if the person's intents are sacred. Like, y'all fucking yourselves in the ass. I just want y'all to know that. Like, why would y'all even do that? Like, are y'all crazy? Is you crazy? Definitely crazy, child. Cause I be like I said, I'm a walking altar. Don't think I just be putting on stuff just cause it look cute. No. Down to my makeup, bitch. My makeup, colors, everything is intentional. Everything. My hair, like everything is intentional. Just like fashionistas, like they're expressing themselves for the day. Oh, I feel like, dressing like this today and blah, blah, blah. Spiritually speaking, yeah, Spirit told me to wear this. Spirit, I feel led, like my ancestors calling me to do this. I'm going to put this because this represents a certain energy that I'm working with, working on, healing, whatever. Intentional. Same thing with the jewelry that I like make as well. When I make jewelry, it's intentional. It has energy behind it. It has purpose. It has like, I'm drawn to certain totems for a reason. Like, everything that I create is intentional. Healing. So like, what y'all do? I'm sharing this with y'all. I don't gotta share this shit with y'all. I could gatekeep this shit because this is like, and some people might be like, oh, emojis. Like, no, but you gotta like think deeper. Those are sigils. And because we are like in this energetic space of like consumption and all these different energies, again, the web, the net, all these energies in this space kind of clumped up and clustered together, you got to protect yourself. Because this is like a clusterfuck of different energies, and some of it is not good. Like, and people are fucking weird out here. I'm telling you, like, you might not even know a person like fucking hates you behind the scenes. You don't know. You probably never heard, met, seen the face, nothing. People are fucking weird out here, so you have to protect yourself. That's why I don't like posting my child and stuff online. Like, you just can't. It's not for everybody. Even people that you think are your friends or your family and stuff like that, like, you be thinking, oh, it's safe. This is just my Facebook with my friends and family. Some of the motherfuckers hate you, you know? So I encourage it to just, I encourage spiritual protection on the web as well. It's only right. And for those that know, they know, like they already doing it. You're already protecting your energy when you come online. You have to. Why not do it digitally? So if y'all want me to like do like a part two, go a little bit deeper into this, I'll put it up on Patreon if you find it to be valuable enough to, want to become a member or what have you, or I might make it available for purchase or something if you want to purchase it on Patreon, because I don't feel like it's something that everybody needs. Like YouTube is not the safest space for stuff like this. It's like just a lot of weird energy on here. So um, I appreciate you guys. This was fun. I enjoyed this segment of Ghetto Fairy Friday. If you enjoyed it too, make sure you guys like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Nina. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your people that you feel like it may help. Save it so you can come back. Well, that's what liking does. It puts it in your likes, in your playlist of likes. So if you want to come back to this, you know do your journal prompt. What is your spiritual clause that you are going to use moving forward for your spiritual content, or your just regular, just whatever content, or when you post something, um post your face, anything, what you're doing, your kids, if you choose to do that, your cars, your possessions, your family, what you're cooking, even, because people just, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised, your pets, everything, like, cover. And this isn't to be scary, it's just common sense. Like, it's almost like you're going to a public bathroom and you don't put that little paper seat down. Some people like to squat. It might be safer to squat sometimes. You don't want to even sit on that motherfucking paper. You don't want to touch anything. That's kind of what this is. Like, you have to look at spiritual protection in that sense. Like, you're in public spaces, what do? You don't just touch and sit on everything. You wouldn't want your kids rolling around on the floor in the bathroom at a public place, a Walmart bathroom, especially, is fucking disgusting. So, same thing. Same other thing, motherfucking thing. Like a grocery store, you get in, you get what you need, and you get out. But that doesn't mean that you have a free for all. It's not your house. You don't sit on everybody's toilet. You don't touch everything in sight. You know what I mean? You just can't. So, that's what I'm saying. Hey, sis. How are you? Hey, Bianca. Happy Venus Day, y'all. So, we're going to close this out. As I sip my margarita, we're going to close this out. It's been my pleasure, y'all. Much love as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And may your fairy dust stay popping. Until the next one, peace.